Shalom. Shalom Babakar. All praises to Yahweh Eloheinu wa Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Just a quick one, really. Early in the morning when you're having your green tea or coffee, whatever the situation may be. Whenever you got some time for yourself, you meditate, you listen to the scriptures, you listen to lessons, and I'm sure I made a video on this in my previous channel, which got cut down by Esau. It was a time where basically it was a time I was going to a job interview. I was coming back from a job interview, and I was driving down, and my tire blew. Okay, and you know, and okay, and I was still driving on the flat, and obviously with the rim that's underneath and the tires obviously protecting the rims or the rim. Okay, and the rim, Thwadi Hawashima Shah didn't get damaged because usually they get like really damaged and bent out of shape. You got to buy a brand new rim, but Thwadi Hawashima Shah that didn't happen. And I managed to find a gas station, and I pulled up at it. Okay, and lo and behold, right, and at that time I wasn't too clued up with cars and stuff like that. Because you know certain things, but you don't know everything. Okay, every intricate part of a car, and it might be something simple, but obviously I knew how to change a tire, but it wasn't done on a regular basis, and the car was new at that time, so I didn't even, I knew where everything was, but it was the first time I was actually going to use it. The jack lifting up the car, changing the tire and everything, and lo and behold, right, usually Irish travelers are quite dodgy, and people usually stay away from them because reason why most of them are Jake, and other nations usually stay away from Jake like that, especially with the Irish travelers. A lot of people get intimidated by them, but usually I've had good and bad experiences with them. Most of the time, decent. They're Jake, they're gung ho, they're boisterous, they're jovial, they're loud, and this guy that pulled up to change my tire, this guy changed my tire, man. He didn't even ask me to help while changing the tire. I was suited and booted as well, right? Okay, and I was just standing there. I pulled up, where you pump up the tire. I thought, okay, let me pump up the tire to see how long the tire can stay inflated before I can take it to a gas station, take it to a garage or a mechanic place where they can just change a tire for me, put a new tube in or whatever. Okay, so I can pump it long enough instead of changing the tire, right? And this guy just pulled up, okay, and this guy was definitely an angel, man. He didn't ask me any questions. The guy was very polite, very respectful. Helped me change my tire, had an Irish accent and all that, and he was definitely a traveler. He was in a white van. And when I looked at it inside his van, right, I saw his wife there and child. I swear, right, it was like they're holograms, okay? You could see like the real people sitting there, but they were like looking straight ahead, like they were under a trance, okay? Like they weren't moving. It's like, I thought, damn, man, I said, this man's got his, his family under control, I mean, his woman is under man, his woman is just sitting there quiet. She's like moaning, saying, "Oh, saying her husband, saying, come, shall we go? Or why are you helping this man? Why? Because you know how Israelite women are, right? And more than likely, travelers usually marry within their own clans or whatever. So more than likely, she's Jake, right? And that's quite unusual for a ninja woman, right? Even though she looks so-called white, but more than likely Jake. But her, the guy that, well, put it this way, it was like it was a hologram. It wasn't real, but it was real. You know what I'm trying to say? And then like he came and started helping me with my tire, man. Just like help. Listen, man. I didn't have to say please. I didn't have to say thank you. Nothing. He just. I was about to like use the tools to prop up the car so I can change the tire. And there's this geezer just rolls up, right? When we say geezer in the UK, it doesn't mean an old person. We say geezer for a bloke, a man, right? This geezer, this Jake rolls up, right? an Edomite looking Jake, definitely an Irish Jake, and that guy was definitely an angel, man. Hebrews 13 verse 2. Okay, because the whole experience is very spiritual. There wasn't much of a conversation. He was very polite, had a smile on his face the whole way, and out of the blue didn't ask me for a thank you or a please or any kind of money. He just rolled up. His wife was quiet in the car, didn't say a word. She didn't even burp. Okay, she was just there quiet, looking straight ahead like she's under a trance. Okay, and I knew through the spirit. I said, "This guy is an angel." When I drove away, I said, "This guy is definitely an angel, man." Okay, and then I thought, okay, those women or that woman and her son in the car, which was meant to be his wife and son, looked like a hologram, meaning that they weren't moving, man. Okay, they were moving, but they were like just like under a trance. They were just so quiet, you know. You would think that like a child that's a boy child that's at least what 6, 7, 8 years old is gonna be quiet, you know, mommy, you know, we're at a store, buy me a candy, buy me a juice. This kid was just quiet, man, straight up. Okay, and Jake was just helping me changing my tire, and I drove away, you know, and I knew through the spirit of Yahweh, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashah, that I was an angel, man. Angels sometimes come in disguises. They're not going to come in your blatant uh, royal form in terms of like they're not going to be. They could come like that, 8, 9 feet tall, swole, full long beard, fro, brown skin. You know, they could come like that, looking fierce and glorious and majestic, right? You know, like this image here of Mayaka Allah. Okay, as you can see, these are dark images of the Russian icons, which still exist to this day because Esau, during the Renaissance period, which means rebirth, when a so called white man came to power, they couldn't destroy him. They destroyed thousands of images, millions of images, you know, but Jake likes to pose for pictures, you know, and you know, hence reason, and also do images of our ancestry and our culture, especially when we knew that we were Jake at that time, you know, all these images are here. Look at that. You get an Edomite out of all this, but then they started whitewashing it. Okay, like this filthy image over here, which you know Edomite washed. Okay, pursuant to the Maccabees, where in the scriptures it says in the book of Maccabees that the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images. Okay, but in this realm, in this rulership right now, we got to go with whatever we got to go with because and look how expensive this book is as well. $3,900, bro. And you know the wire, right? Look at that. Look at that. Look at the images. Look. There's Yahweh Shai in the middle, and you got the angels around, angels surrounding him. Look at that. Where'd you get Edomite out of that? Where'd you get a honky or a cracker out of that? And there's a depiction of the Lord in at the top there, in a chariot, as you can see. Okay, cloud by day, a pillar of fire by night. Okay, okay, but to see the Lord, you know, the Lord is testing you and trying to see how spiritual you are to see if you can discern between the spirit and the carnal. And that was an angel, man. Okay, because I live in a very listen, man. I believe I met angels once or twice. One looked like a so-called had the one or two had the original look, and one definitely you know, had an Edomite look because that was a test. Okay, number one, it could have been an Edomite, just a regular Edomite that could have come, you know. But the Lord gave me an indication. The Lord showed me. You would think it's silly, but at the end of the day, the Lord gave me a spiritual indication, saying, okay, Irish accent, travelers, okay, and we know through the Spirit that most Irish travelers are Jake. Even though you know some of us have had run-ins with them and it's not so polite, but that's the curses, isn't it? Jake's gonna clash with Jake, you know. Um, but in this case, you know, I knew through the spirit, okay, yeah, this guy's a, you know, okay, who, you know, rolling up now. I said, okay, van, you know, woman under manners, child quiet, man, you know, she's not saying a damn thing. Okay, he's definitely Irish, definitely a traveler. He started helping me. Then, you know, the spirit started telling me this guy, you know, this guy's an angel. And I kept looking at him to see if anything supernatural would happen. You know, obviously nothing like that happened because the spirit was being tested. But this guy had a smile on his face, didn't say a damn thing. I mean, which guy's going to come out of the blue and change your tire for you? Especially a so-called white man and doing that for a man of color like me. That's not going to happen. So that was definitely an angel, man. I felt that was an angel. The spirit was telling me it was an angel. I felt it was an angel when I was there getting my tire changed. It felt like an angel when I was driving away. And now when I make this video, I can read so clearly, and it's like wiping a looking glass, man. You know, it's like the Lord is telling you that was an angel. Okay, you know, with a smile on his face, and they jumped back in his van, and I drove away, and his wife or son didn't say a word to him. They were quiet, but they were moving, but like in a very respectful. It was just like basically, it was like basically, it was like they're holograms, and he was the angel, you know. So basically, the angel had holograms with him to make it look like he's driving with a family, you know. I don't know how else to explain it, man, because it's a spirit, isn't it? You know. Hebrews 13 verse 2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Okay? Sometimes you might get that the Lord might touch your spirit afterwards, saying that, okay, yeah, that was an angel, like maybe 2 minutes afterwards. But I had like a real sort of 70% feeling during the process while he was doing the change of the tire. Then while the tire was being changed, I kept looking at him and the family. I thought, man, this guy's an angel. And when I drove away, I said, that's definitely an angel, man. You know? Hebrews 13 verse 2 again. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. A lot of people do. Proverbs 20 verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. How can a man then understand his own way? Okay? The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahshai controls your ways, puts buffers in place, lets certain things happen. You might not get a certain job, you might get a certain job. Why? Because the Lord wants you to be there, because you have a specific journey the Lord wants you to follow. In that case, in that day, the Lord wanted to meet this angel. So I meet an angel, so my faith gets boosted further. Okay, so Proverbs 20 and 24 again. Man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yashah. How can a man then understand his own way? There is no free will. Okay, you don't control your destiny. Okay, this ain't no Terminator 2 spirit, man. Oh, there's no fate but what we make. Remember that Edomite put that BS where he carved it into a piece of wood? There is no fate but what we make. Like these MFers can stop what's going to happen to them. They can stop the nukes hitting America and the other parts of the world. They can stop themselves going into slavery. Nah. Man's goings are of the Lord, man. The Lord blessed me that day to feel this. Hebrews 11 verse 1. To boost your faith. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay? Now, if you see things for face value, right? So-called, right? How you gonna have faith? Because you know it's there already. You know it's there already. Right? But this is something that we don't see, but we know through faith, which is a belief without proof that, yeah, that is real. I mean, belief without blatant proof. It's spiritual proof is there, but the blatant proof isn't there. The blatant proof is yet to come when the angels properly reveal themselves with the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. So now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So faith is letting me know that was an angel. Spirit is letting me know that's an angel. And what are we hoping for, man? We're hoping for things to come to pass, this kingdom ending. You know what I mean? And it's the evidence of things not seen. We know the kingdom is coming. Paraphrasing another scripture, the things of this world are temporal, and the things of the spiritual world are eternal. Actually, let me get that scripture up. Actually, 1 second. I don't want to butcher it. Okay, yeah, 2 Corinthians 4:18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Okay? Now, I can see through the spirit that's an angel. Okay? But I can't see what the angel really looks like. And the angels are eternal. Okay? They don't eat, sleep, you know? They don't have relations with ladies, you know? Um, they don't need to go to the bathroom to relieve themselves. They don't need to shower daily. You know, you know what I mean? Because we're in the flesh, we need to do these things. Okay, they're eternal beings. So this kingdom of heaven is eternal because it's not of this world. The things of this world are temporal. You know, because this is not the kingdom. The kingdom of heaven is eternal. Esau's kingdom is temporal. Every single rulership that was prior to this one is temporal. This is one is temporal as well. Okay, it's going to end very soon because the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, has created bounds that Esau cannot pass. Once that day comes, the Lord's going to spiritually press that button. Okay, Esau, boom, button is pressed. That's it. No more rulership for you. And then, lo and behold, it's going to be, you know, uh, destruction after destruction. It's starting now. Uh, the birth pains are there now. The screams are yet to start. You can hear a few hollers. The screams are going to get louder and louder and louder. You know, and then everything else will just fall into place for Esau's destruction. Anyway, bounce around here and there a little bit. Just wanted to prove the fact that these angels are going to come in different ways, man. They're not going to come with their original look. They're going to come in ways which is going to be out of the ordinary and out of what you're expecting to be the norm. And you're going to be kind of thinking to yourself, perplexed for a second, thinking, okay, is this real? And man, that was a nice experience. And it's very spiritual. Traveler, Irish Jake, Irish accent, and what I experienced there in the spirit, how the behavior was, and how this person helped me, even though it was a small thing, even just changing a tire. This person never had, let's just say on a carnal level, this person never had to come to me, man, could have drove past me, just left me at my devices. I'm not a child, I'm a grown man, right? But this guy, who was a big burly guy, came and helped me, didn't even ask me to even pass him uh, even the items to the jack to even lift up the car. I was standing there. I clicked open the boot. He went in the boot, got the stuff, did the work, put the tire, got his hands dirty as well. That was you had to be there to experience it. But that was definitely Hebrews 13 verse 2 in effect. You know, Angels are everywhere, man. Angels are everywhere. Hebrews 13 verse 2 again. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Okay. Just want to sort of give my testimony on that. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakwadash, Wa Abad Babal, Kwam Yashwala.